You might be wondering why I'm playing R.E.M's Everybody Hurts. Well, I'll tell you. I haven't seen Captain America yet, but I'm going to. Not right now, in the near future. I'm just preparing myself for all of the feels I am probably going to feel when I go see Captain America. You know, maybe I should just do this after the movie. God, no. You know what I'm gonna do? After I see Captain America and I get a freaking, like a fistful of feels, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come back here and play some sort of depressing crap like Mozart's Requiem or something like, yeah, I'm probably gonna play Mozart's Requiem after I come back from seeing Captain America. Not this weekend and not today because frankly I don't want to deal with the crowds, but probably next Thursday or something like that when I have more time. Yeah, that's probably the plan. But yeah, here I am. I'm sitting here listening to R.E.M's Everybody Hurts because I know I will be hurting after I see Captain America. Laughing, crying, probably saying why. And don't even get me started on whatever the end scene's gonna be in the Marvel film because God only knows what it's gonna be. I'm okay. I feel like I shouldn't say anything because I haven't even seen it yet, but just the trailers hurt me. We see Natasha crying, and thankfully it's probably not going to be Clint because someone made the very good point that Clint's supposed to be in Avengers 2. So I'm not freaking out as much as I was. But still, who is under that cloth that makes her cry? Who? I don't know. So, yeah, and then just all of my fucking Bucky feels, pardon my language, just are gonna kill me because we all know it's Bucky, but who doesn't know that it's Bucky? Oh, that's right. Steve doesn't know that Bucky is in fact the Winter Soldier. He can't tell, which is understandable. He's been frozen for like 70 years, and Bucky's got mascara and eyeliner on, and he's a bad guy, and he's got this cool, thing on, and now he's a bad guy, and his hair's grown out, and he probably has his hot Russian accent. I hope he has an accent. And it's just gonna hurt. And he's covered in metal, like he's some sort of Russian Iron Man, but he is not because he doesn't fly, but he rips steering wheels off of cars. I'm okay. This is gonna hurt. This is so gonna hurt. And Bucky don't take the wheel, but he's gonna. You just know he's gonna. And Robert Redford's character, I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to be like. I have a feeling he's going to be some sort of corrupt politician, because that just seems to be the case these days. But maybe he won't. Maybe he'll actually be a good guy. And all of the freaking, moral crises that Steve's going to go through because he has to deal with politics in the modern day. Oh my god, that poor baby. He's just going to be like, I just want to do the right thing. Well, it's not so easy. There are multiple shades of gray. I am not making a reference to that fucking book. And just poor baby. It's not as simple. It wasn't even that simple back in the 40s, but for him it probably was a little more simple. And now he's just going to try and get through everything and learn the technology and learn all about the music that was wonderful. And just baby. And then Peggy. Peggy! I don't even want to know how that's gonna go down. Hey, Peggy, how you doing? Oh god, she's probably gonna have a heart attack and die. I die. She's a tough old bird. She's a tough girl. And he's probably gonna get with her granddaughter or whoever it is that's supposed to somehow be connected to Peggy. This is gonna hurt. I don't know which is going to hurt more, Bucky or Peggy or Natasha crying. I think Bucky, frankly. I mean, now that I'm kind of more aware that Clint is not under that piece of cloth that covers the dead body, I'm cool. I'm fine with that. I say this now, and then I'm sure it's going to be karma's going to come biting me in the ass, and then it's going to be like, it's worse than Clint. What could be worse than Clint? Let me guess, Coulson died again? But seriously, I can't think of what could be worse. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, but just... I haven't even seen this yet. I haven't even seen this film yet, and I'm flipping out, man. This is why we can't have nice things. Marvel makes it inevitable for us to have nice things. They like to muck with our feels and our hormones by throwing people at us like Tom Hiddleston, and more of Tom Hiddleston in leather, metal, and gold. And then there are just Chris Hemsworth's arms. And then there's Steve Rogers' backside, and then there's just Bucky in that uniform from Captain America #1. And then when he'll be the Winter Soldier. And it's like Marvel knows about my affliction with bad guy addiction. I did not mean for that to rhyme. But yeah, I have a thing for bad guys if you haven't noticed. Well, I don't really come on here and talk about that, but I have a huge bad guy problem. I've had it since I was a kid. Always the bad guys. I don't know what it is about Men in Black, but not the movie or the show, but just like men who wear black. Like nothing but black. It's kind of hot. And they're like the bad guys. It's very hot to me. And then Tom Hiddleston waltzes on in, and he's wearing leather and metal, and he's got black hair, and he's a conflicted poor little baby, and it's like, baby! And then we get Bucky. Or I should say the Winter Soldier. And what if he has an accent now? What if he's going to be all like Russian, which is going to be hot? Can you imagine how he's going to sound with that hot Russian accent, if he has one? Oh, baby. And what? Oh, this is going to hurt. And then there's just the adorable Bruce Banner, played wonderfully by Mark Ruffalo. I never saw the Edward Norton version, but I've heard it was okay, I don't know. It's probably better than the Eric Bana version. And then, of course, Tony Stark. And then, of course, Jeremy Renner's arms. Yes, good. And then there's just Scarlett Johansson. Oh, yes. Yes. This is nice. I just like Scarlett because apparently she just kept them all in line. That would be her. She's like the shortest of the bunch, and yet she's like, yeah, no, you're all doing exactly what I say. Queen Scarlett. That's gonna be good. Okay, I'm slightly more calm now, but then I keep thinking about Bucky, and I'm like, okay, how's this gonna get worse? I don't want to know how it's gonna get worse. Well, I do, but I don't. Because you just... What is my life? I am controlled by media and hot men in spandex and latex and leather and metal and CGI suits with buttons all over with pajamas or made of pajamas that look really weird. And yeah, I'm talking about Mark Ruffalo in the Avengers when he had to wear that stuff for the Hulk bits. Yeah. This is gonna hurt. This is so gonna hurt. It's not even funny how badly it's gonna hurt. And then I get to geek out with hopefully get to geek out with somebody over this. And it's gonna hurt. And I don't know if I can handle that. I mean, I hopefully will, but just, yeah. All of my feels, people. All of my feels.